The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a warning to look out for falling iguanas. Hi everybody, welcome to the Becky and Boca show. I want to tell you about this unusual phenomenon that we have here in South Florida. When the temperatures drop below 50 degrees, some of these iguanas go into a paralyzed state and fall from the trees. Now they look like they're dead, but they're not, so just leave them alone, and when the temperature rises, most of them will recover. But look up and watch out, because some of them are 5 feet long and 20 pounds. Now iguanas normally live in brush and in trees, and you can see one going up the trunk of this palm tree. They like to build nests up in the palm trees. When these cold-blooded creatures become stunned and immobile from the cold, they are still breathing and their body functions are still operating. Although if the cold temperatures are sustained, they can die. Is he going to get cold and freeze from the cold weather?
He's cold right now. So
he's cold right now?
Yeah, I was about to go where the sun is.
Are you going to take him someplace warm?
Yeah.
So what happens when they get cold?
Nothing, they just be like frozen in place. They don't really want to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they come back to life, or not always?
Yeah.
Wow. While it seems unlikely that an iguana would fall on someone, apparently it does happen. The Miami New Times reported on a man who was attending an outdoor yoga class in Miami when a 20-pound iguana fell from a tree onto his face. He suffered a swollen eye and was bleeding from his nose and lip. Paramedics responded, but the man refused treatment. Florida's green iguanas are not indigenous to our state. They are from the Caribbean. They most likely started hitching rides on cargo ships from Cuba and other islands around the 1960s. So they were designed for a very warm climate. Iguanas blend into grass and shrubbery so well, they're often difficult to see at first. That's why I don't know how you could ever look up in a tree and see one and know that it was going to fall on you. This iguana was hanging out on top of a bush right by the front door of my house. I walked by it several times, bringing things in from my car before I even noticed it. See how well it blends into the leaves? There is a very large iguana on the trunk of this palm tree, and you'll see the color is rather dark. Iguanas tend to become darker as the temperature drops. The darker color helps them absorb more heat. This is called physiological thermal regulation. They may also develop dark, wavy lines when they get chilled. So if you're walking in an area like this with a lot of trees and the temperature is dropping, watch out for falling iguanas. The sun's going down. I can see the moon up there and it's getting cold, so good luck, iguanas. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me on this episode of the Becky and Boca show. Watch out for falling iguanas, and I'll see you next week.